Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Kato.
Hello, kia ora, talofa,
Konnichiwa, ni hao,
guten tag, bonjour and...
g'day,
It's Suzy here.
and Trevor.
And now you're here, it's time for Suzy and Friends.
Yep, it's Suzy and Friends in a podcast made in Aotearoa, New Zealand for you and kids just like you everywhere.
How has your day been? What have you been up to? I wonder what time of the day it is now when you're listening. Arlene and baby Nio join us at bedtime. Richard and Patrick do too. Marita and the Wallace whānau listen while dinner is being cooked in their houses. And Chloe waits all week until she's staying at Nana Harrison's house on a sleepover to listen to Suzy and Friends with Nana and Justin. Wow, that's impressive, Chloe. Waiting all week to get to hear the episode. Well done.
If you want to tell us when you listen to Suzy and Friends, you can email us, suzy@suzy.co.nz, or visit the website, suzy.co.nz, and message us from there. Now, the Corbett whānau, they love our brain teasers, so they have found one of their own to tease our brains.
Are you ready to test your roro, your brain? Okay, here we go. What's tall when it's young, but short when it's old?
I can think of a lot of things. Me, for a start. I was really tall when I was a bit younger. Not so tall now. I seem to be shrinking.
Is that your guess, Trevor?
No. Just an observation.
Can you think of something that's tall when it's young but short when it's old?
How about a freshly made smoothie in a tall glass? It's tall at the start, but by the time it's old, it's very small or it's completely gone.
That's a good guess too. But the answer I have from the Corbett family is a candle. A candle is tall when it's young and new, but once you've used it a few times and the candle wax is melted, the candle becomes shorter, doesn't it?
That's a good brain teaser, Corbett whānau. Thank you very much. Ka pai tō mahi. Good job. On to the competition with no prize now, where we play a sound, you guess the sound, and if you get it right, well, there's no prize, but you can clap and you can cheer and you can pat yourself on the back.
Are your ears ready to listen? Whakarongo, what's that sound? He aha tērā tangi. Crikey! What's that sound? He aha tērā tangi. Let's listen to it again.
What's that sound? Can you take a guess now? Or do you need to hear it again? Well, what we'll do is we'll play it again later in the podcast and we'll give you a clue, if you need one, to help you work out the answer.
Yay! We have fun facts on the way, a story from the Pacific, and Millie's going to tell us all about a book she read recently. But right now, we have some very funny folk. Liam, Hilda and Ryan are this week's kids comedians, and here they are.
What's your name?
Liam.
Off you go with your joke.
What does the pterodactyl's pee sound like?
I don't know. What does the pterodactyl's pee sound like?
Nothing. The pee is silent.
And here's Hilda. Off you go.
What did a hat say to another?
What did a hat say to another hat?
You stay here. I'll go on ahead.
What's your name?
Ryan,
Okay, Ryan. Off you go with your joke.
what did the policeman say to his tummy?
What did the policeman say to his tummy? Don't know.
You're under a vest.
You're listening to Suzy and Friends with Suzy Kato.
Great jokes, kid comedians. Well done. Hey, if you've got a joke you'd like to share, you can email us, suzy@suzy.co.nz, or use the message box on our website, suzy.co.nz.
Hey, Ryan's joke was about vests, right? A policeman's tummy being under his vest? Under a vest. Do you know what a vest is? Well, let's find out in...
Fun facts. Fun facts.
Fun facts.
Fun fact 1. A vest can mean different things in different parts of the world. In the UK, a vest is an item of clothing that doesn't have any sleeves and it's worn underneath all the other clothes. In New Zealand, we call it a singlet. But in places like America, a vest is an item of clothing that doesn't have sleeves that's worn over your shirt or your blouse, but under your jacket. Fun fact 2. Whether your vest is the type that goes under all of your clothes, like a singlet, or sits as a layer in the middle, like the American vest, vests provide an extra layer of warmth, especially in winter. They trap your body warmth in and help protect your body from the cold. Fun fact 3. When we talk about vests in New Zealand, we sometimes mean our rash vests, the long sleeve top we wear to protect ourselves from the sun when we're swimming. But usually we mean a high-vis vest. The brightly coloured vest people wear in factories and around heavy machinery, or when they're working on the roads. And sometimes kids on a walking school bus will wear them so that they're easily seen. And that's Fun Facts for today.
Those are some interesting fun facts. Thank you, Suzy. You know what? I don't think I have a vest of any kind. I don't own a singlet. I don't have a warm winter fleecy vest. I don't have a high-vis vest. No, I did. I did used to wear a high-vis vest when I did the walking school bus with my kids, but that was a long time ago now.
Well, to make it even trickier, sometimes waistcoats can be called vests too. But waistcoats usually have buttons on them and are worn under suit jackets. So I thought we could talk about those another day.
Good idea, Suzy. But your under a waistcoat wouldn't really work as well with Ryan's joke about the police officer's puku being under a vest, would it? No. Hey, soon, Alisa Manu has the last of our stories from the Pacific. Cody will be in to Kōrero about something cool, and Manu's going to talk about his favourite thing.
But first, Millie is going to tell us about some naughty nanas with no manners.
Hi, my name is Millie. I'm 9 years old. Today I'm reviewing the book Nanas with No Manners by Justin Christopher and Minky Stapleton. I love this book because it's just completely funny. They use a lot of funny words like farts, and they use a lot of words that make me want to laugh. It's about these 3 nanas who go on a journey to find chocolate nachos with cheese, and they find out all the shops had run out of nachos. But then they meet this woman called Sina McSlight, and she helps them and takes them to this weird cafe. I like all 3 characters because they just have funny names, like Nana Martini in a bright pink bikini, Nana Bonita, a very noisy eater, Nana McCartan, who couldn't hold a fart in. The funny thing about this book is that one of the characters, Nana McCartan, is always carrying a black bag around with 2 cats in it. The illustrations are great because they use a lot of colours and they're quite detailed. I think the author wrote this story because they wanted kids to know that you should use your manners. Kids would definitely like this book because it's very funny. My name is Millie, and this was my review of Nanas with No Manners by Minky Stapleton and Justin Christopher.
This is Suzy and Friends
With Suzy Cato.
Thanks for that review of Justin Christopher's book, Nanas with No Manners, Millie. What cheeky nanas they are. Is your nana as cheeky as those ones? There was Nana Martini with a bright pink bikini, Nana Bonita, the very noisy eater, and Nana McCartan, who suffered from a bad case of wind.
A bad case of wind, eh? I wonder if she sounded a little bit like this. Yep, that is the sound for this week's Game with No Prize. What's that sound? He aha te rā tangi. Do you know what it is?
Let's listen again. I hope Nana McCartan didn't sound quite like that. That's really loud and rumbly, isn't it?
We'll have another chance for you to hear that sound before the end of the podcast today, and we'll tell you what that sound is then as well. Hey, Suzy.
Yes, Trevor?
Why is Superman's outfit so tight on him?
Oh, I don't know. Why is Superman's outfit always so tight on him?
It says on the front, it's a size S, a size small.
Very good. Ka pai tō mahi.
Well, you can thank Thomas for that joke. He sent it to us in an email that also said, it says, Suzy, you tell the best jokes. I laugh and I laugh. Here's one for you. And then there's that Superman joke that we just had. Thomas goes on to say, my Spider-Man suit is too small for me too. I got it when I was 4 and now I'm 7.
Thomas, you share great jokes and you write lovely emails. Thank you. I'll put your joke up on the joke page on our website in a couple of weeks.
Cody's in with a new phrase in Te Reo Māori very soon. But before he does that, Alisa is going to share the last story in our series of stories from the Pacific.
The Sandpiper and the Crab. During the time of the full moon, the land crab leaves the forest and goes to the reef to feed on shellfish. Crab wanted to be there first, to show everyone he was lord of the reef. But first, he had to shed his old shell, which he'd grown too fat for, and made him look silly. On his way there, he met Sandpiper the bird, who also wanted to be lord of the reef. Together, they searched for food, and as night fell, Crab suggested they find somewhere to sleep. Sandpiper decided to ditch his new friend and be the first one to the reef. But he didn't want to let Crab out of his sight. He made a cunning plan. If we sleep here on the beach, a predator might find us and kill us. Why don't we sleep in a tree? Good idea, Sandpiper. But I can't climb trees. How will I get up there? Crab asked. You have big, strong pincers. I'll fly up the tree and drop you a vine. All you need to do is hold on and I'll pull you up, Sandpiper suggested. Crab knew that Sandpiper was up to something. Crab grabbed onto the vine, and Sandpiper tugged it so hard and so fast that Crab crashed into almost every branch in the tree on his way up. Sandpiper laughed so hard he almost dropped the vine and Crab completely. Crab was so angry with Sandpiper, he demanded that the bird let him back down. Sandpiper, you aren't a good friend at all, he said. Crab started to make his own way down the tree. When Sandpiper could see that Crab could make it down quite easily by himself, he was worried. Oh, come on, Crab, I was only joking, he called. I'll tell you what, I'll tuck you under my wing tonight when we sleep. You'll be nice and cosy under there. Crab agreed, and the two bunkered down for the night. During the night, something strange started to happen. Crab could feel his shell coming loose. He made sure Sandpiper was sound asleep, crawled out of his shell, slid down the tree, and waited while his soft new skin turned into a hard shell. Sandpiper awoke before sunlight, but when he felt Crab's old shell beneath his wing, he went back to sleep. When morning came, Sandpiper stretched his wings, and Crab's empty shell fell with a dull thud onto the ground. Sandpiper saw he'd been tricked and flew as fast as he could to the reef. When he arrived, Crab was already there, laughing and merrily waving his large pincers at him. "Go find another friend, Sandpiper," Crab laughed. "You're too much of a sleepyhead to be lord of the reef." This tale from Samoa explains why it's good to keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Another great story from the Pacific, Alisa, thank you. This time a story from Samoa, the Sandpiper and the Crab. And that is the last of our stories in that series. Hey, next week, you asked for it, so it's back. It's Suzy's Book Corner, where Suzy reads you a story.
Hey, I was looking at the calendar and we're almost halfway through the year. What an amazing year it's been. We've given our brains a workout with 18 brain teasers already and tested our taringa, our ears, with 18 sounds in What's That Sound. And today, Cody is going to share the 18th phrase in Cool to Kōrero. How cool!
Tēnā koutou. Today, I thought we could learn how to encourage someone to try a new thing by saying, give it a go. In te reo Māori, give it a go is tēnā karawhiua. How about we do the first word? Tēnā. Say that after me. Tēnā. Good. The second bit now. Karawhiua. Try it after me. Karawhiua. And now we'll put both bits together. I'll say it first and then you repeat it. Here we go. Tēnā karawhiua. One more time. Tēnā karawhiua. Ka pai. And that's it for now. I'll have more Cool to Kōrero on the next Suzy and Friends. Ka kite.
Ka rawe. Excellent. Did you give it a go with Cody? Cody will be back with another phrase for us next week. Kia ora, Cody. Thank you. What I love is that we're learning together. And learning with friends is the best way to do something.
Yep, you're right, and you can practice together and share ideas together and encourage each other along as well. There are so many cool ways to learn.
One of the best ways to learn is while you play. Do you know that? Every time you're playing a game or using your imagination or building with blocks or clambering over the playground equipment, you are learning. Manu's favourite toy is something that's great for learning with. Let's find out what it is when he has a kōrero with Trevor.
Hi, it's Trevor here with Kids Just Like You, and today I have a small friend here. Hello, what's your name?
Manu.
Manu, how old are you?
5.
And Manu, in front of us we have a big box of Lego. What's your favourite piece you've got there?
It's my dragon piece.
Your dragon piece. Did you build that by yourself?
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
So he's got, he can shoot fireballs right here. It's got eyes right here. And I pretty like it.
You pretty like it.
I really do.
What colours have you got there?
Green and silver and black.
In here, we've got some more bits of Lego. What are some of your favourite pieces?
This piece is gonna go swinging around.
Wow! Does go swinging around.
We got this man. We do this. Let's try put this together if we can.
And what else have we got in here?
We got a minifigure. And I really like all of this stuff.
Okay, Manu, well, thank you very much for showing me your Lego. I've enjoyed talking to you today. See you later.
Bye.
Lego is an awesome toy to build and learn with, isn't it? Thanks for telling us about your Lego pieces, Manu. But you know what? Drawing and colouring in, building a blanket fort, looking for bugs, playing with action figures and your favourite dolls are all amazing ways to learn. And guess what? Even as an adult, we're learning every day.
Like our game with no prize, What's That Sound? OK, here is your last chance to work out He aha tērā tangi. What's that sound? Here it comes. OK, it is a loud, rumbly sound, but it's not my puku, OK? Do you know what it is? What's that sound today is...
Thunder!
Did you guess it was thunder? Well, if you did, give yourself a loud paki paki or stomp your feet really loudly, a bit like thunder.
And if you didn't guess it this week, that's okay. You learnt what that sound was. See, we are learning something new every day. And we'll have another sound of the competition with no prize, What's That Sound, next week.
Also next week, a new brain teaser, another kid talking about a cool book they read. We'll have some new jokes as well. Now, I wonder if some of those things could come from you. Because if you have a joke, or a brain teaser, or a message you'd like to share, we could get it on the podcast for you. OK? Email Suzy at suzy.co.nz.
But that's it for today. So thanks to the Corbett whānau for the brain teaser, to Millie for telling us about Justin Christopher's book, Nanas with No Manners, and Manu for sharing his favourite Lego pieces with us.
Thanks Alisa Manu for the story The Sandpiper and the Crab. It's the final in this series of Stories from the Pacific. Hey, if you want to hear those stories from the Pacific again, you can go back and listen to the last 6 episodes of Suzy and Friends. And remember, you can listen as many times as you like.
Kia ora Cody for Kultu Kōrero, and Liam, Hilda and Ryan for their fabulous jokes. Oh, and to Thomas too for his joke and his lovely email as well.
Thanks to our friends at New Zealand On Air and our friends at RNZ.
But our biggest thank you, with a high five, a fist bump, and even a squeeze, goes to you. Thanks for joining us today.
Remember to tell everyone you know about Suzy and Friends so they get to listen as well. Gotta go. Talk to you next week. Ka kite.
Have a wonderful week and we'll meet you here, same time, same place, next week for more Suzy and Friends fun. Goodbye, my friend. Ka kite e hoa.
This is Suzy and Friends
with Suzy Kato.